This is eugenics. It's eugenics. That's what this is, right? So, fun fact, did you know that the first people to go to concentration camps were actually like the disabled, right? Anyone that was out of the norm in terms of, like physicality and the like, those were the first people to go to concentration camps. Yeah, yeah. And that's what this is. This is eugenics, right? But the funniest thing about this is that if they actually send the people with autism, ADHD, and like other neurodivergencies to the, oh my god, my eyes are burning. Ugh. Oh, send them to like medical facilities or whatever, right? Trying to bring back fucking 1940s sanatoriums. They're going to lose like 50% of their of their voter base, right? Because there's two options for autism whenever you, right? You either fall into the fucking far radical left or the far radical right. And there is no fucking my eyes, fuck. There is no no middle ground whatsoever, right? That autistic furry, that could be fucking Shadman for all you know. So those are the two options that you get whenever it comes to like autistic people, especially involved in politics. So obviously that's more of a joke, but you know what I mean, right? Like whenever you start to isolate and alienate like marginalized groups, you start to realize how many of them made up your group in the first place. Like genuinely, what do they think is going to happen when you push a bunch of autistic people and ADHD people and all these other people with neurodivergencies into a singular place? They're not going to stay there. There's nothing to keep them like occupied. Unless you like try and honey trap them in with like retro gaming. Here, come fix this computer. Yeah. Oh god, that's funny, but this is reality. It's fucked up. Like that. This isn't even a joke anymore. This is what's going to happen. Like, or they think or is going to happen. But how many people are actually going to be able to get on that registry? What are you going to actually do, right? I mean, this is the first like step of eugenics. Alienation, like, and then us versus them sort of mentality, like. We clearly already know that this is what, like, this fascistic, not even fascistic, fascist presidency is trying to do. And this is a perfect example of one of those things where it's not, like, completely planned out. It just happens because of all the different ideals mixing together, right? Like, if you look at the original camps in the 1940s, why they happened in the first place, you start to understand that like there was a lot of different voices in that space, like influencing who was sent there, why they were sent there, and the like. It wasn't entirely everyone agrees on one thing that, oh, we're going to send everyone to these camps and fucking kill them. Obviously there were voices that said that, but there was other voices that were doing it for only a specific group of people, or they were doing it for political reasons, or other things like that. And you can see that that's exactly what's going on now with the US, where RFK, that's his fucking thing, right? It's mental illness and disabilities and all this other shit, right? Trying to, like, purity and all this other stuff because he doesn't understand it, right? And then obviously there's Trump's whole thing of immigration and all this other stuff, right? So those then combine together, and now both of the people are in the camps at the same time, or at least nearby in near facilities, like, being extradited to other places. But is he going to be sent there himself with the way that he talks? Would that count as Tourette's? Because, I mean, he mentioned Tourette's, right? Guys, I'm so sorry to say this, but the internet classic Tourette's guy is going to be put against the wall and shot in the back of the head, unfortunately, whenever he makes it to this facility. But, yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. This is eugenics. This is the beginning of, like, genocide, right? Like, maybe not actively trying to kill them, but at least certainly trying to alienate them away from the population, so that they don't interfere with the gene pool. And that's eugenics. Okay. They're not taking me. They're not taking me. I have autism and ADHD. They're not taking me. I'm just saying, maybe there's going to be a few roadblocks between the door and me.